sun in the hizzle of a shizzledism. We got an excellent show here today. Y'all see the title? Election Concerns. Yeah, I got election concerns, man. After that storm hit here in Georgia, I have concerns, and also not only with the storm, but again, y'all know these them not passing this. I forgot the name of the bill, but it basically says that migrants can't vote in the general election. Well, y'all know they turned that down. So yeah, I'm very concerned about that. I'm very concerned about illegals because we don't have safeguards in other states. I'm not going to say Georgia. Georgia, we have safeguards, and from what I understand, Pennsylvania has safeguards, but other states like Michigan and Arizona, well, they pulled out of Arizona. I think Arizona has safeguards also. Um, however, however, when it comes to which way do I go? Kind of want to go this way. I want to go this way. Yeah, you know what? He's going that way. Fuck it. He's going that way. I hope my damn tailgate is closed because that guy tailgate wasn't closed. So my concern, like I said, is this migration thing. Again, um, nothing against blue states. Oh Jesus Christ, this dude is confused. He looks very confused. He looks very confused. Uh-oh, is he in this damn? I guess I can pull in front of him. Guess I can pull in front of him. I guess I can pull in front of him and back of him. Yeah, let me pull in back of this. Oh, geez, I'm gonna have to pull in front, or pull in back. Okay, okay. So let me get back up so we can push this shit out of the way. Goddamn trucker. What's up, Joker? What's going on, Joker, man? I'm just chilling, brother. I'm just chilling. I'm just, oh, man, as you know, Joker, Hurricane Helena hit Georgia, hit, was it South Carolina? Either South or North Carolina. I think it was South Carolina, and hit also Tennessee. Now, as you know, these states that have been hit, well, I could say Georgia is the one that had the safeguard. And, you know, now I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I've heard people on the internet talk about the HARP and the weather control and all that, and how hurricanes are patterned. And this is not the first time I've heard that. And when I say that I've heard this, and it wasn't on only people like Alex Jones, but it was other sources that I've heard this from years ago. HARP was a big thing back in the early 2000s. So, you know, the Democrats are the type of party that takes advantage of a natural disaster, whether it be natural disasters or a terrorist act, or, of course, viruses. The Democratic Party tends to take advantage of that. And remember when I told y'all Biden pulled out of Georgia, and then when they had Kamala Harris come back as their nominee, they came back to Georgia. The good news is that Kamala Harris pulled out of Arizona, so that's good news. I believe that's I want to say 12 electoral college vote, either 12 or 16, one of those. It's a double digit number in Arizona, so that's a good sign. Um, The polls, the left-leaning polls that are anti-Trump, has Trump ahead in Georgia. Like I think the Siena poll and the what other left-leaning polls I don't mess with. They basically have Georgia Trump ahead 3 points. Now, I will say this, Joker. What they are not counting in these polls that I am very confident in is that Donald Trump is going to get 35% of the black vote. There are black people that are not being polled. There are black people that have never been polled. There are black people who are older than me have never been polled. And let me tell you, a lot of black men and women are going for Donald Trump, not only in Georgia, but state like New York and New Jersey. And you're going to see a high percentage of support in Pennsylvania, of course. Yeah, Pennsylvania, this Butler thing, Trump going back to Butler is going to be huge. It is going to be so huge, man. It is going to be like, he is going to get the most views. He is going to have the biggest crowd size. Like, this thing with Trump going back to Butler, Pennsylvania is going to be huge, as Trump would say. So, um, I can't wait to see that. That's this Saturday, yo. So if I could go up to Pennsylvania, I would go up there. Like that is going to be a historic event, and it is going to be packed. It is going to be packed, and Trump is going to have. Well, I think it's going to be an outdoor event, so he's not going to have the pyrotechnics and all that. Every time he comes to Georgia, Trump has like these pyrotechnics and smog machine, and he has a lot going on, man. That like I said, the smog machine is really awesome, but he really doesn't do the. I call them pyrotechnics, even though technically there's not any fireworks. Anything that falls under that type of showmanship, I just label as pyrotechnics. But that type of stupendous entertainment. Um, it's going to be a spectacle entertainment. It's going to be definitely a show. Trump is going to put on a show in Butler. Now, that show, Trump has already pretty much solidified Pennsylvania with the first event happening in Pennsylvania. That has made Pennsylvania one of the great tourist attractions, and that has drawn a lot of money towards Pennsylvania, and the people of Pennsylvania are going to show up and show out simply because of the ordeal of the attempted assassination in Butler. That's going to have them. Oh, he broke down. This dude broke down in them. Oh man, that's not good. That's not good. He broke down and right in the middle of the main highway. It's only a two-lane highway. Damn. So anywho, that is going. That event with the attempted assassination has the revenue in that area, that tourist attraction, has brought in a lot of money, and the people of Pennsylvania are very appreciative of that, especially that area. And because of that attention, Pennsylvania is definitely going to go to a Trump victory. How's my mic, y'all? I hope my mic is working because it seems like I only got one like, and that's Joker. So press the like button if my mic sounds good. Hit the like, hit the share. It's free. Um, and so um, a lot of y'all, like myself, might be waiting for an October surprise. Well, let's talk about Kamala Harris's husband. So, as y'all know, if y'all haven't heard already, he likes to smack on women. He likes to damn. They said his last girlfriend. You know, it seems like Kamala Harris and this man just got married recently because not too long ago in 2000, was it 5? 2000, wasn't too long ago that he smacked up some damn woman, and the woman said he smacked her so hard that she spun around, woo, like one of them cartoons, like smack, woo. It's like, what did the five fingers say to the face? What? Smack. You know, one of them situations, if y'all know that Dave Chappelle skit where he made fun of Rick James. Rick James, bitch, yeah, you know, one of those kind of smacks. So, um, a lot of women are not happy. Alina Habba was very outraged about it, and justifiably so. You know, I can imagine women of all races being highly upset over this. That Kamala Harris here for this, oh, the first female president, this and that, but yet you're married to a man that smacked a woman. You're married to a man that smacked a woman. And so, what type of message does this send to the women voters? What type of message does, this is not a good look. And so, many of us can take this as one of the October surprises because of, the portrayal of, oh, Kamala Harris, man, represents the new age. Yeah, and you smacked a woman. Yeah, not a good look. So I'm imagining that the news media, the mainstream medias, have to backtrack. Like already, you have CNN that shocked the hell out of me. Fact checked Tim Walz during the Tim Walz JD Vance debate, and they're like, this is what CNN says. CNN says that Donald Trump has nothing to do with Project 2025. Like, well, what is CNN doing? Is CNN losing viewers? Are they trying to gain? Are they trying to be neutral again? Are they trying to return back to normalcy as far as like journalism? Now, speaking of journalism, nobody's doing journalism like Candace Owens. Candace Owens has, and the irony of Candace Owens. Hold on, y'all. I don't know if y'all can hear me because I'm not getting a mic check from nobody. But Candace Owens, who is from the Caribbean, is going down Kamala Harris's genealogy, and it turns out that Kamala Harris isn't who she says she is, or who she portrays she is, and her lineage. That there's a discrepancy of who her grandmother is, who her mama is, who well not who her mother is, but who her grandmother is. You know, there's a big discrepancy. So y'all check out that. You know, is it the black maid allegedly, or is it the white woman who moved to Florida? So yeah, y'all check that out. That's on it. She's doing the business. So back to the lecture at hand. Back to why we need to vote early. Like I'm going to vote this week. I'm going to vote October 10th again. And I talked to many, many, many people, and I said, you know, black women will be the first to tell you that you do not. You switch up your routine. You switch up your routine because being a black woman in America, you know that especially being a working black woman, going to the bank every Friday at 6 p.m. Is not a good idea. That you switch up your routine because if you keep your routine the same, if you go to the bank at 6 o'clock p.m. Every Friday at 6 p.m. that somebody's clocking you and you're putting yourself in a position to get robbed. Okay, 5 times 5. The mystery woman. David Roger, you said the mystery woman Oh, are you referring to Kamala Harris's husband's ex-wife who got or girlfriend who got smacked? Is that your? Are you referring to the mystery woman? Because yeah, her face is blotted out, but I think the reports are saying yeah that he abused her and whatnot and smacked her around. You know, either way, if it could be verified or not verified, when I say verified, meaning if there's no police reports, it's still a bad look because men hitting on women, that's the second strike for the Democrats. Remember, the transvestite boxer who beat up on the Italian boxer was already a bad look, and so now you got Kamala Harris' husband smacking a woman. That's the second strike for the Democrats because this is not the first time we've heard that a man, hitting a woman. This is not the first time we've heard that. Like I said, when that boxing match, that Olympic boxing match, we heard about these transvestites beating up on their opponents, being women. So now we hear about Kamala Harris smacking on his ex-girlfriend, and then so yeah, people are going to look at as Kamala Harris being a bad judge of character. Like you didn't as a woman vet this guy because we know women have to vet men being in relationships, and the first thing that women do, I guess, is or supposed to do is vet to see if you have any type of violent background or any type of assault on a woman and all that stuff. So anywho, yeah, it's not a good look, man, and women are gonna look down upon that, and women are Kamala Harris's base. Her last line of defense is the female vote. And you're married to a guy who smacked a woman, even if you can't verify it, women are going to look at that sideways. When I say verify, meaning there's no police report, or if there is a police report, the fact that it's been said and the fact that this man has not come out and debunked it, it kind of solidifies the narrative of him hitting a woman. You know, see, okay, who would you vote for? I would vote for Donald Trump, Cloudy. That's who I would vote for. I mean, you see the type of work that I'm doing, right? If it's not clear to you, I am a truck driver, and low gas prices depend on like contracts depend on the cost. Me being a business owner, so yeah, obviously, I'm voting for Trump. I don't know. I mean, but I have to explain that to people. You know, good thing you're not a truck driver because if you were a truck driver, I would have to look at you sideways, like who the hell you think I'm voting for? But because I'm assuming that you're not a truck driver or involved in a business that depends on petroleum, I'm going to be nice and I'm going to be cool and say I'm going to vote for Donald Trump because I am a truck driver. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. And yeah, and I will wait for your response. Good. Oh, thumbs up. Okay. 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 Hey, sorry I got to get defensive cloud because a lot of trolls. And so, yeah, I have to be kind of almost a little defensive in my position because in this late in the game, it's like, yeah, we've lived 4 years under Trump, 4 years under Biden, and yeah, Biden and Harris, this includes Kamala Harris, are atrocious for the economy. They're atrocious for foreign policy. They're atrocious just for this country. Period. Inflation. Yeah. Kamala Harris is a nightmare waiting to happen if you guys don't vote for Donald Trump. So yeah, I'm hoping that everybody votes for Donald Trump. I'm hoping everybody. I hope and pray. I hope and pray that everybody votes for Donald Trump, even if there's illegal migrants or whatever you want to call it, people who weren't born in the United States, migrants. I hope they have sense enough to vote for Trump because, as you know, yesterday I showed a text where they're trying to bribe. I don't think it's going to work because I'm going to tell you something. Here, Hurricane Helena, Trump came down here himself and put $2 million towards the victims of Hurricane Helena in Georgia, South Carolina, Tennessee. And let me tell you something. Kamala Harris offered the victims $750. I'm going to let that sink in. Kamala Harris, I'm talking about victims of the hurricane who power went out, houses got flooded, cars got flooded, damn, some people, pets died. She's offering them $750. For some of y'all, $750 is a bad work week. That's a bad work week. Imagine that. She's only offering $750, but you know what? I hope a lot of those people, well, damn. Oh, God, it kind of puts a damper in what I'm about to say because y'all know I'm very big on Trump supporters, MAGA supporters voting early because Republicans like to be traditional. Oh, I want to vote on election day. Now, because this hurricane happened, it puts those people in a peculiar situation where they have to prioritize things, and voting probably won't be their priority. And that's concerning. And I do understand their situation. Like I said, I know some people personally. Shout out to goddamn Dragon. Shout out to Dragon Fire and his wife. Um, I know them personally. These are people personally, their whole family that I know personally that has been affected by the hurricane. And needless to say, they're Trump supporters like myself. However, being that they're in the situation, they have no electricity, they have no hot water, voting is probably the last thing on their mind, you know, and because voting is the last thing on their mind and the people of that area of Valdosta, you know, that takes away some votes away from Trump. It takes away from Trump. It does. It just does. You know, um, as y'all know, every last vote, man, that's what Trump says. Every last vote counts. And because that hurricane hit Georgia, and I'm not sure if it hit North Carolina because, Kamala has her eyes on Georgia and North Carolina. And then this damn, Jesus Christ, Georgia and North Carolina, Jesus Christ, man, they got to do better than this shit. They got to do better than this shit, bro. They got to do better than this. They got to do better than this fuck shit, bro. Damn. Now I gotta come back around because this fucker. Let me see. I'll go through here because this is fucking dumbass shit, bro. Ah, oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. Flagmen are being a little lazy today, so I had to take a little detour. Had to take a little detour and watch they trip out. Oh, why you come this way? Because your flagman is lazy. Y'all need to have two flagmen. Like, stop doing this lazy shit. Please don't come to my truck saying shit because your flagman's being lazy. Yeah, okay. Yeah, see, you're still being lazy. I'm sorry, y'all. Having little issues at work, man. Little, minor issues, but nothing. Just annoying shit at work. Just little annoying shit. Flagman being lazy. Okay, yes, I. What's going on? Yes, I. Yes, see. Um, let's see, Andrew. Yep. I booted him to David Rogers. Oh, we got some trolls in the house. We got some trolls, and oh, we got Jesse in here. Oh, Andrew's here. Okay. So your last night. He says, sorry that I facilitated your brain short circuiting last night. No, my brain didn't circuit last night, Andrew. I was just trying to make sure that you understood the hazing. Like, it's kind of hard to explain to you, Andrew, that like you come from a culture that people tell corny jokes and then other people fake laugh, and if people don't fake laugh, then you get offended. And so that's where, and so, I was just explaining why Big Al wasn't laughing at your jokes. That's all. It's nothing personal, but I always have to facilitate white people and black people who don't think they're like the white people jokes are funny. And I've seen this a million times. You're of age, we're both of age, and I'm telling you, a lot of white people have a hard time not understanding why black people don't laugh at their jokes. And so, yeah, it is what it is. It's not a short circuit on my part. I had to keep repeating myself because I think it was a culture shock for you. It was a culture shock for you. It was even a culture shock for my sis. What's her name? I think it was even a culture shock for Kelly. I think it was a culture shock. Like I said, a lot of people don't know about the hazing. Like I said, the comedy boot camp. It's a real thing, but it's not, and it's nothing to get upset over. It's just something that it is what it is, and you may not understand it now. You may understand it, but it's a cultural thing um, that's white people have a certain culture of comedy and black people have a certain culture of comedy. And because you may have black friends that may fake laugh when you tell a joke that may not necessarily be funny to the next person, then you may react a certain way. And it's not a short, and it's just one of those things. It is what it is, bro. It's nothing yeah, we're all men here, so it's nothing to get worked up about. So yeah, that's part of the I ain't do nothing culture that has the absence of humor. No, 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 no. Again, Andrew, it's not even about humor. It's about knowing when you're funny and when you're not funny. Everybody's not going to think that you're funny. That's all what I'm saying. So by you saying that everything that you say is funny, it's almost like a entitlement. It's almost like white privilege, white entitlement. It's like, well, if I say it, it must be funny. And I'm like, what I'm saying is that I think you're having a short in your brain because you got to understand that life, everything that you say out of your mouth is not going to be funny. And everybody's not going to think that it's funny. And I'm explaining that to you, and then now you're being butthurt about it because I'm explaining a reality. Like, Big Al don't fuck with you like that. He might think that this is just my interpretation, he thinks your jokes are corny, and he thinks you're corny, and you're offended by that. And I explained it to her, and I was like, I didn't want to get involved in that because that's the reality, and that's the reality that you refuse to that's the reality that you refuse to accept. And a lot of white people who tell these corny jokes refuse, and then their first reaction is, oh, you have no sense of humor. No, what you're saying is not funny. That's all. But it's just a different culture. Like some black people, like Al and like myself, we have a sense of humor if it's funny. And you just have not reached a point where it's humorous. Like you think it's funny, but the next person may not think it's funny. And then that to me just shows the audacity on your part. Like, well, if I said it, it must be funny. And we're saying, no, it's not funny. It might be funny to you, it may not be funny to me. So just accept that reality, Andrew, and things will go a whole lot easier for you. Trust me. And because if you don't, and if you refuse, and if you go around here saying, "Oh, they ain't got no humor," then life is going to be that much harder for yourself. And I'm trying to. I'm probably the only black person in your life that will tell you without sugarcoating shit. I'm gonna tell you the truth. And what I'm saying is that 99, no, 96.6% of the time when white people think they're funny, they're not funny. I'm just being a real man, and I ain't got no hate against white people, but a lot of times, 96% of the time, y'all be selling some corny ass jokes, and the shit don't be funny. This shit is corny. Like this shit be corny, like y'all humor is corny. And so when you say no sense of humor, yeah, we ain't got no sense of corny humor. That's all I'm saying. But it's all good, bro. I mean, it's nothing really to be butthurt about. But yeah, man, a lot of times when people say, "Oh, you know, sense of humor," it be corny people that be saying that shit. People be corny as hell, man, and I, a lot of times it be corny white dudes that be saying that shit. "Oh, you ain't got no sense of humor." No, you're not funny. That's all. Serious times. So, well, not only serious times, but it being David. It don't even have to be serious times. It just um some things it don't even have to be. We could have good times, but corny is just some things are just not funny. Everything's not gonna be funny to everybody, and it don't mean you know it doesn't and for people to have the audacity to say, well, you know, have a sense of humor. It's kind of like it's it's it shows audacity. It shows like an entitlement. Like, oh, well, I said it, so people have to laugh. And it's like, take your ass to comedy boot camp. That's all I'm saying. Take your ass to comedy boot camp, where if you don't tell the good jokes, they hate you. They hate you. It's just that simple. But I guarantee, if you go through comedy boot camp, you will have a different outlook on telling comedy, and you will tell some good jokes, but you got to go through the boot camp, because if you don't go through the boot camp, you think that everything that you tell will be funny, and it's only funny to you, and everybody is not in line with your sense of humor. Everybody has different levels, and like shit has to be really funny for me to laugh. So y'all press the one in the chat if y'all heard of Eddie Griffin. Eddie Griffin. Eddie Griffin. Like, that dude is funny. That dude is funny. Eddie Griffin. He is a funny comedian, man, and he's like, woo, that dude is funny. Dave Chappelle, that dude is funny. So you can't say that I don't have a sense of humor when I'm naming people that are funny. So when you go through comedy boot camp, the standard of humor is so high. It's really high. So if you don't reach that plateau, it's like anything below that is corny. So when you say humor, like sense of humor, humor, the root word of humor is things that are, humorous, that are funny. That's funny. Like, you shouldn't have to force a laugh. If you're forcing a laugh, that's fake. I'm not a fake person, and a lot of people like myself aren't going to be fake. But if you got people telling corny jokes and then people fake laughing just to be courteous to that person, that's fake. So I don't know. I don't know what more to tell you, Andrew. So that's just a lesson, man. So from now on, if you run into people like Al, or and people don't laugh at your jokes, just something to consider. That's all. So anywho, let's get back to the politics, man. I don't do damn those type of topics. I do them every now and then um, to explain things to people, but it's like uh, I don't know how to explain things. I always feel like I'm the bridge between out of touch white people in the hood. I always feel like I'm the bridge, man. And when I say out of touch, meaning if you think that all your jokes are funny, you're out of touch. You're out of touch. If everything you feel like you do and you, oh, he's not laughing, you ain't got a sense of humor, you're out of touch. So let's see what's saying. Chris Rock, Will Smith. No, Chris Rock is not funny. Will Smith is not funny. No. And that's, see, there you go. They're corny. Chris Rock is corny. Will Smith is corny. Eddie Griffin, I just gave you a name. Eddie Griffin, Dave Chappelle. See, even your comedians are damn corny. Yeah, Chris Rock is corny as fuck. That's another corny. Like, yeah, you could tell Chris Rock is corny. He's an awful comedian too. He's awful. Like, yeah, he's like dirt. He's like shit corny. Steve Harvey is shit corny. A lot of your mainstream comedians are corny, except for Dave Chappelle, Eddie Griffin. So, again, Andrew, press 1 if you know who Eddie Griffin is. I'm talking about comedy boot camp slap from Will Smith. Andrew's trying, y'all. He's trying, man. Poor guy. He's trying really hard, man. But he, oh, man. I just gave you a name, brother. Eddie Griffin. I just gave you a name. And I just told you, yeah, Chris Rock and Will Smith are corny. So I don't know. I don't know what more to tell you, brother. I don't know what to tell you. You'll catch on, though. I think, Andrew, eventually you'll catch on, man. I think you'll catch on. I think you'll catch on eventually. You forgot the Oscars, like Goofy makes themselves laugh. Huh? I see. First of all, in a comedy boot camp, you don't get slaps, you get punches. You get, ain't no slapping involved. It's punches. The hazing is punch. It ain't no slaps, it's punch. You can only hope that you get these slaps. No, it's punches. You get this type of hazing. Andrew, look up OG Percy. Look up OG Percy. OG Percy. Just look that person up. OG Percy. OG Percy. Look that guy up, man. Just look him up. I want you to look up Professor Griff. You probably already know who Professor Griff is, man. Look them brothers up, man. And catch their YouTube channels and do a live with them. They might be able to explain this better than what I'm doing, because I think I'm doing you an injustice right now. I don't think that I'm explaining it to you, but I think OG Percy, like I said, if I have a hard time explaining something, I will send you to people who I think will better explain it. OG Percy and Professor Griff can probably better explain these things to you. And if not, go to Dr. Umar Johnson. I don't know, do you know who Dr. Umar Johnson is, Andrew? And if really things really doesn't, if not things are clear for you, I'm gonna put it in the chat. Can I put it in the chat? No. Write this down, Andrew. Type in, I want you to study Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad. Study that man. And your whole perception of sense of humor will it'll bring you up to par. Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad. Press 1 in the chat if you know who that is, Andrew. Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad. I want you to study this man. In fact, I want all my subscribers to look up Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad, because I used to make this a requirement before coming on my channel. I used to play a lot of Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad on my channel. Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad. If he's still on YouTube, study this man. Study. I recommend now. White people have thoroughly studied Malcolm X. The next letter is Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad. Study that man. Study, 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 study that man. Study that man in and out. Study that man thoroughly. Don't disagree with him, just study him and learn him. Learn. Because I'm going to tell you, white people have studied Malcolm X respectfully. And so I want white people to do the same with Dr. Muhammad. Study him thoroughly and don't critique him. Please do not critique Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad. Asa Hillier did that and it wrecked him. It wrecked him. It wrecked him. Like he's comparing Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad to Adolf Hitler. You can't be objective. You gotta study him with an open mind. Study him with an open mind. Study him thoroughly. That's your homework. That's your homework there, Andrew. I think once you study Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad, you'll be okay from here on out. When you run into people like Big Al, like myself, or, you know, but you got to study this man inside and out. Inside and out, you got to study him. There's not even black people who study Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad. When you study him, okay, 2 years ago, the Oscars, Will Smith slapped Chris Rock on stage. You must have missed it. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, man. Yeah, you stuck on some nigga shit, Andrew. How is that significant to anything on this channel, Andrew? See, Andrew, I think what your problem is, Andrew, is that you don't understand the difference between black people and niggas. A nigga slapping another nigga doesn't concern me. Now, this is why I said study Malcolm X, because when you study Malcolm X, you would discover the difference between black people and niggas. Chris Rock and Will Smith are two niggas. Two niggas that slapped each other. Like, how is that significant to me? I don't care. Blackish Cracker. What up, Blackish Cracker? What's going on, brother? What's going on? Uh, he said, facts. Facts. Oh, Blackish. Oh. Whew. Blackish Cracker, what's going on, brother? What's going on? What facts? What facts are you talking about? Hit me up, brother. Hit me up, because you came in and I'm trying to have a trying to have a I'm trying to have a leveling with or I'm trying to me and Andrew are like not yeah we're missing each other. He's like asking me about two niggas that I don't give a fuck about. I don't give a fuck about a Will Smith and I don't give a fuck about a Chris Rock. They're corny to me. So we're having this situation here. Meat Rose. What are you talking about? These. Okay, I'm bouncing around in the truck. Give me 1 second. Let me write this time down. 9:52. Ah, shit. 9:52. I guess that was 9:30. Okay. Oh gosh. Okay. Okay. He says, I'm bouncing around, so I can't even read right now. So he says, all right, I'll wait till I stand still because it's too bouncy. I'm bouncing all over the damn place. What are you talking about? These these meat rolls putting on the show for us is we're supposed to act like they do. I don't know. You're not talking. Somebody can translate what Mr. Cracker's saying. Black Cracker. Black Cracker, can you? I'm not understanding what you're saying. I'm not understanding what you're saying. I'm sorry. I do apologize. I don't understand what you're saying right now. So if you know, if I'm not understanding your slang, I'm not understanding. Please help me out. Meat rolls is code. Yeah, I don't do codes. I'm sorry. I don't do codes. That's one thing that I skipped in the hood. I skipped all the codes. I skipped all the codes. I'm a straight talker. I don't do codes. I don't feel it's necessary to do codes. That's just me. No offense, but I don't do codes. I talk straight with people, man, to get an understanding because I feel like already people tend to misinterpret what I say, so I try not to talk in codes. In fact, I don't talk in codes because it's hard enough to get an understanding when I talk plain English to people and be missing them. Because, like I said, a lot of y'all, I don't know who you guys are on the internet. So I have to talk plainly with y'all because I can't assume codes because every region has different codes. Georgia has a different code than California. California has a different code than New York. New York have a different code than New Orleans. New Orleans has a different code than Chicago. So it's hard for us to be on code when these different regions have different codes. So I can't assume that we're all on the same code when we come from different regions. Even within the regions of the state, like Georgia, different counties have different codes because people talk differently and people have different ways. So how can we all be on code when we're all living in different area codes? So yeah, I don't. So people on the internet, we're worldwide. So we could be talking to somebody in Sweden, England, South Africa. So no, I mean, why complicate things? Put things in codes when the internet is an international platform. Why would I do that? So yeah, that's kind of yeah. Nah, so now I'm not gonna do codes because that's gonna further complicate the communication. Because like I said, people who I talk plain English to, it's like we be missing. Like, look, me and Andrew, we missing each other right now. Somehow, we're missing each other right now. So meat rolls, I'm not understanding what that is. Okay, comedy boot camp is code for ass whipping for joke taken personally. No, 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 no. It's not. No, no, no. First of all, no, it's not personal jokes. It's like what part? Okay, Andrew, what part of you don't have what it takes to be a comedian? Like you just like it hurts you. It like when you like you're not accepting that reality. Like it hurts to say, "Oh man, what you're saying is not funny." And so in your pride, it's like you refuse to see that what you're saying is not funny. I mean, I'm not taking nothing personal. I'm just giving you an observation that, maybe your shit is not funny. No, man, you ain't got a sense of humor. Maybe it's just not funny. Like, when do you have that realization? Maybe you're not funny. That's all. Some people have it, some people don't have it. And what you refuse to accept is you just may not have it. That's all. It's no big deal. It's just life, brother. It's just life. Jesse Barber, always I feel Vance was the debate winner. Both his confidence and facts were in truth. Yeah, yeah, Jesse. JD Vance is a smooth debater, man, and he did not. Jesse, did you notice that Tim Walsh trying to bait him in? He tried to bait him in on some. It's something that he said. I forgot what he said. He tried to bait him in. I can't even remember what it was, man. And JD Vance didn't fall for the shit. It's like you couldn't bait this man in. Like, I'm gonna keep it 100. Kamala Harris baited Trump with the whole crowd size and all that. She baited Trump, and they tried to use the same technique with JD Vance, but JD Vance is not that person. And so yeah, he's JD Vance. You can't bait that man. That man is that shit was yo. He's an excellent debater, man. So Jesse, he didn't flinch or shy away from 3 against 1. No, he didn't. Similar to the Trump debate. Yeah, yeah. But the only difference between JD Vance and Trump, you can bait Trump, because Trump has a lot of pride. Vance is Vance is he has a different type of discipline. You know what I'm saying? And that's not to take nothing away from Trump. Trump is who he is, and Trump is a good president. JD Vance is gonna make a good vice president, but JD Vance is JD Vance is just, his debate skills are just superb, man. And Tim Walz didn't have a chance. I thought Tim Walz was going to have a chance. I thought Tim Walz was going to have a chance. And I'm not saying that I don't think Tim Walz was going to beat JD Vance. Obviously, I knew JD Vance was going to win, but I didn't know it was going to be a slaughter. Like, JD Vance slaughtered. It wasn't even close. Like, Tim Walz was out of his league. Tim Walz is way out of his league debating JD Vance. He was way out of his league, man. And yo, but y'all have to understand that Tim Walz has nothing to work with. And I've said this. I said Tim Walz has nothing to work with when it comes to Tim Walz has nothing to work with as far as policy. And so Tim Walz's hands were tied behind his back. If 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 Biden had policies, it's I can't even. Tim Walz would have had a better chance, but because JD Vance knows how to stick to it, man, he was like focused. Like, he brought everything back to Kamala Harris. Whatever was said, he brought it back to Kamala Harris. Like, yo, JD Vance, woo, man. JD Vance is nice. That's all I can say. JD Vance is nice. Tim Walz was outclassed. Damn, I didn't know JD Vance was that good. Like, I knew he was good because I've seen like interviews that the news, they always try to catch him up with a gotcha, and JD Vance is nice. He's superb, man. I wouldn't mind seeing a second debate between him and Tim Walz, but it'd probably be another slaughter. Now, people keep asking for another Kamala Harris Trump debate. No, I want to see another JD Vance and Tim Walz debate. Tim Walz, yeah, that was a slaughter. That was a complete slaughter. But yeah, if I want to see another debate, I would like to see another Tim Walz debate, because JD Vance took on all 3 of them and spanked them. He spanked Tim Walz and he spanked those 2 moderators at CBS. He spanked the shit out of them, bro. Like, that was like, yo, that was the flawless victory. Y'all ever play a video game called Mortal Kombat? Mortal Kombat, when you have a flawless victory, that was a flawless victory. That was flawless. Yo, that was a flawless victory, man. They're saying that vice presidential debates don't usually move the needle. Bullshit. That moved the needle. That moved the needle, man. Like people are feeling that. Like people are like, whoa, like whoa. Like JD Vance is like, whoa, that dude, that move. He not only moved the goddamn needle, he shook the goddamn earth with that damn debate. Like people on the left can't even damn deny that shit. I mean, you got them trying to deny it, but yo, that was a what people. The word I keep hearing is masterclass. Masterclass. That's the word that describes JD Vance. Masterclass. Like yo, that is the word best describe JD Vance. Masterclass. So yo, and it's not Tim Walz' fault because they're saying that Kamala Harris. I mean, you know, there was no getting around that, man. JD Vance is the truth. Donald Trump did a good pick on his VP, man. I mean, yeah, he's a masterclass, you know. And you got to understand, and for y'all that don't understand Donald Trump himself is a masterclass. If you go on vacation, and I don't know how many of you hotels, but let me tell you, once you do a Trump hotel, and then you do any other hotel, you understand masterclass. As you guys know, some of the best hotels are in America and the US are in Las Vegas. And from a person who's been at every single hotel, in just about every single major hotel in Las Vegas, Trump is the best, like masterclass. And so him picking JD Vance, like Mike Pence was a horrible pick. JD Vance though, yeah, fatality Joker. That was Joker. Joker. That was yo. I mean, you talk about a flaw. That was a flaw, like flawless. And Tim Walz couldn't keep up with JD Vance. He just couldn't keep up, bro. Like he just not could. He couldn't keep up. And I wouldn't even say. I'm gonna go as far as say this, Joker, and everybody else in the chat. I don't think Tim Walz is a bad debater. I mean, what one thing that he kept messing up, but Trump though, no, but Trump though don't cut it. But Trump though don't cut it. When you say but Trump though, that shows you ain't got nothing. But Trump though, but Trump though, and that's what really messed Tim Walz up. It wasn't so much, oh, I got friends that are school shooters. It wasn't, we know that's a stumble, but even though they dragging him on that. And the whole, what else did he say? He said, something else Tim Walz did, man. But again, when you go, but Trump though, that weakens your whole argument. So you kind of kill yourself on that. But that's what kind of brought him down is the but Trump though, but Trump though, but Trump though. That brings down your argument. But Trump though is not an argument. And I'm like, when are people going to learn this? But Trump though is not an argument. That's not an argument. And this is why Trump is surging in the polls. And this is why he's going to take Pennsylvania. He's going to take Georgia. He's going to take Michigan. They said that Kamala Harris is bleeding out. She's underground in Michigan. And if she loses Michigan, she will lose. If she loses Michigan, she will lose. Oh, I forgot the name of that damn state. Damn, I'm tripping, yo. The state above Chicago. What is that state? Yeah, she's gonna lose that state too. Indiana. I'm sorry, India. I can't remember, man. My mind is blank. But the blue wall states the only one that she projected to win because the only Minnesota is a blue state. So, but the other one next to Minnesota, she's projected to lose that one. She's going to lose that one. Like I said, she's going to lose Michigan. So yeah, like I said, only Trump only has to win one of the blue wall states, and Trump is going to take Pennsylvania. Like I said, that Butler, Pennsylvania, um, that rally, the second one is going to be out of this world, man. Like that shit is going to go so viral. Trump is going to kill it in that Butler, Pennsylvania, man. All I can say is, yeah, that's gonna solidify his Pennsylvania win. That's going to solidify it. And what people are not talking about is that, Trump is down to single digits in New York and New Jersey. And so, yeah, that's kind of solidifying his win in Pennsylvania too, because Pennsylvania is right next to it's part of the tri-state. The New York, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and so yeah, that's yeah, Butler is definitely going to solidify Pennsylvania. I'm calling it. I'm calling it. But again, here in Georgia, like I said, we had Hurricane Helena. Trump came down and helped the people. Kamala Harris offered $750 to the victims. Yeah, okay. So I'm just waiting for Kamala Harris to pull out of Georgia like she did in Arizona because we got the same laws. So why are you? Maybe she's waiting for this lawsuit, because the Democrats are trying to sue because they don't want to do hand count here in Georgia. Go figure, right? So, I don't see that lawsuit being settled before. I don't know. It might be settled before this month, but if it don't work in the Democrats' favor, don't be surprised if she pulls out of Georgia last minute. So we got to keep an eye on where the money is being allocated because, like I said, she's behind in Georgia. She's really behind in Georgia. And my thing is, do they just give up on the down ticket? Like, who are these people, these strategists in the Democratic Party? Like, I'm not a fan of the Democratic Party, but I'm a person who likes to look at strategy, man. And if your strategy is off, like, their strategy is off, 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 off. Strategy is way off. Like, I can't understand their defense. Like, their offense is awful. Well, their offense is to be expected, but their defense is really horrible. Like I said, you lose Michigan, Pennsylvania, it's over. You lose Michigan and Pennsylvania, it's a wrap. Wrap, 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 okay? Yo, thanks for the likes, y'all. Thanks for the like. Oh, 1349 got a new video, Wolf and the King. Oh, I need to watch that. I need to watch the 1349, man. 1349, as y'all know, that the plague, that's when it came to Sweden. And there's a band named after that plague. That 1349 band, y'all, black metal. But anyway, let me get back to work, y'all. And y'all know there's gonna be some good news coming today. There's gonna be a lot of legal news. Y'all know Jack Smith is trying to trying to bring that case up again without. He's trying to bring up the case without the federal charges. I guess that was Jack Smith's October surprise for Trump. Yeah, okay. Good luck on that, Jack Smith. Good luck on that. Because they still trying to come after him with state charges, even though he was a president who has presidential immunity. Man, Leno, don't get me started on presidential immunity because I can go for another whole 2 hours on that, y'all. Y'all know I can, and I'm not trying to do that. I want to get y'all um, back on the internet, back in YouTube land, and like I said, we got some news coming. So, with that being said, I want to give a shout out to everybody. Port strikes, how long? I don't know, Andrew. I don't know how long the port strikes are going to go. That's why I want to let y'all go so we can get updated on that because, yeah, a lot of stores here, like Best Buys, are empty. Like, we got a lot of empty stores here in Georgia. So, it's not looking good. It's not looking good, bro. Like I said, if you're trying to, especially if you're into buying electronics or even buying furniture or just even ordering stuff, a lot of y'all got girlfriends and wives that order shit off Amazon. Like I ordered a Trump hat. So, like I said, a lot of your Amazon, eBay, a lot of that stuff, especially if that shit's coming from China. Anywho, y'all, let me get going. Y'all be safe. Let me see. Just a barber. The administration can end the strike. The contract is up. Negotiations are in December. Okay, bet that. Hopefully we can get Trump in office, and Trump is a master negotiator. Kamala's not. Kamala is trying to avoid the media, friendly media. So yeah, we don't need a Kamala trying to negotiate anything because she doesn't know how to negotiate. She doesn't even know when she is not liked. Like Kamala is not liked. So what can I say, y'all? All right, y'all. TPC show, crazy times. People are considering vote for Kamala, so yes, crazy times. Yes, indeed. Amazon will likely suffer too, as Bezos once returned to 5 work days a week again. Yeah, yeah. That strike is going to hurt a lot. It's going to hurt a whole lot. Like I said, a lot of deliveries. Like I said, the Best Buys here in Atlanta, I've seen a couple, and they're empty. Best Buys is empty. So again, if you're in buying electronics and computers, and hopefully you don't need no mouse or keyboard, because you go to Best Buys, it ain't gonna be there. It's not gonna be there, man. So for you electronics buffs, computer buffs out there, especially Christmas season coming up too, try and get shit early. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. But I hope, yeah, I hope this thing is settled real soon. I don't see. Ooh, yeah. It's rough, man. Yeah, crazy times, bro. Because again, we living in a times where things are just crazy, yo. And like I say, you're dealing with these damn unions, and these union bosses don't even want to respect the union workers as far as like majority. Don't get me started on that either, man. Yo, don't get me started on that. All right, y'all. Hello again, everyone. I mean, shout out to you. Shout out to you. All right, let me give out some receipts. And with that being said, man, I'm out, y'all. Peace. We out. Might do a video later on. I don't know. But like I said, let me look at the news and see what comes up first. But like I said, today's Thursday. Something should come up. All right, y'all. I'm out, y'all. Peace. I'm out.